Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Inshallah, I will be starting the dars in 1 minute. I'm just getting the presentation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So, in my previous dars of the Holy Quran, this was the subjects which were told to be covered in the Talim al-Quran class. There was the prophecies from the Holy Quran, and then it came to the science in the Holy Quran. So I decided to take also references from Khazakh Tulsi Rabi Rahmullah's book, Revelation, Rationality, Knowledge and Truth, on some of the many references that he gave to science in the Holy Quran. So today I would like to cover a part of what he spoke about in the Holy Quran on the which it speaks about cosmology. So in this section, Hazur spoke about what the Holy Quran says on creation of the universe. He says that at the time of the Holy Quran was revealed, the human understanding of the nature of the cosmos and the moment or the stillness of the heavenly bodies was extremely primitive and obscure. This is no longer the case, as our knowledge of the universe has considerably advanced and expanded by the present age. Some of the theories relating to the creation of the universe has been verified as facts, whereas some others are still being explored. The concept of the expanding universe belongs to the former category and has been universally accepted by the scientific community as fact. This discovery was first made by Edwin Hubble in 1920s. Yet, some 13 centuries before this, it was clearly mentioned in the Quran. And the Holy Quran says that وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. And the heaven we built with our own powers, أَيِّدٍ, and indeed we go on expanding it, مُؤْسِعُونَ. And this is from chapter 51, verses 48. It should be remembered that the concept of the continuous expansion of the universe is exclusive to the Quran. No other divine scriptures even remotely hint at it. The discovery that the universe is constantly expanding is of prime significance to scientists, because it helps create a better understanding of how the universe was initially created. It clearly explains the stage-by-stage process of creation in a manner which perfectly falls into step with the theory of the Big Bang. The Quran goes further and describes the entire cycle of the beginning, the end, and the return again to a similar beginning. The first step of creation, as related in the Quran, accurately describes the event of the Big Bang in the following words. أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ كَانَتَا رَتْقًا فَفَتَقْنَاهُمَا وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. The translation of these verses from chapter 21, verses 31. Do not the unbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were a closed up mass? And this word in Arabic is ratkan, for closed up mass. Then we clove them asunder, fatakunna, that they came apart. And we made from water every living thing. Will they not then believe? It is significant that this verse is specifically addressed to non-believers, implying perhaps that the unveiling of the secret mentioned in this verse would be made by the non-believers, a sign for them of the truth of the Quran. In this verse, the words ratkan, or closed up mass, and fatakunna, we clove them asunder, carry the basic message of the whole verse. Authentic Arabic lexicons give two meanings of ratkan that have great relevance to the topic under discussion. One meaning is the coming together of something and the consequent infusion into a single entity, and the second meaning is total darkness. Both these meanings are significantly applicable. Taken together, they offer an apt description of the singularity of a black hole. A black hole is gravitationally collapsed mass of colossal size. It begins with the collapse of such massive stars as are 15 or more times the size of the sun. The immensity of their inward gravitational pull causes the stars to collapse into a much smaller size. The gravitational pull is further concentrated and results in the further collapse of the entire mass into a supernova. At this stage, the basic bricks of matter, such as molecules, atoms, etc., begin to be crushed into a nondescript mass of energy. Thus, that moment in space-time is created, which is called event horizon. The inward gravitational pull of that something becomes so powerful that all forms of radiation are pulled back so that even light cannot escape. A resultant total darkness ensues, which earns it the name black hole, reminding one of the word ratqan used by the Quran, indicating total darkness. This is called singularity, which lies beyond the event horizon. A black hole once created grows rapidly because even distant stars begin to be pulled in with progressive concentration of gravitational energy. It is estimated that the mass of a black hole could grow as large as 100 million times the mass of the sun. As its gravitational field widens, more material from space is drawn in at a speed close to that of light. In 1997, there was an observational evidence suggesting that in our galaxy, a black hole of 2 million solar masses existed. But other calculations show that in our universe, there could be many black holes as big as 3 billion solar masses. At that concentration of gravitational pull, even distant stars would stagger and lose their mooring to be devoured by a glutton of such magnitude. Thus, the process of ratkan is completed, resulting into the singularity, which is both completely closed as well as comprising total darkness. In answer to the question as to how the universe was initially created, the two most recent theories are both Big Bang theories. They claim that it was initiated from a singularity which suddenly erupted, releasing the trapped mass, leading yet again into the creation of a new universe through the event horizon. This dawn of light sprouting from the event horizon is called the white hole. One of the two theories relating to the expansion predicts that the universe thus created will carry on expanding forever. The other claims that the expansion of the universe will at some time be reversed because the inward gravitational pull will ultimately prevail. Eventually, all matter will be pulled back again to form perhaps another gigantic black hole. This latter view appears to be supported by the Quran. Whilst speaking of the first creation of the universe, the Quran clearly describes its ending into yet another black hole, connecting the end to the beginning, thus completing the full circle of the theory of cosmos. The Quran declares, يَوْمَ نَطْوِي السَّمَاءَ كَطَيِّ السِّجِلِّ لِلْكُتُبِ. Remember the day when we shall roll up the heavens like the rolling up of written scrolls. Chapter 21, verses 105. The clear message of this verse is that the universe is not eternal. It speaks of a future when the heavens will be rolled up in a manner similar to the rolling up of a scroll. Scientific descriptions illustrating the making of a black hole very closely resemble what the Quran describes in the above verse. And we can see in the side, it's maybe not too clear. I can show this larger image in my next dars, but that's the image of the black hole. A mass of accretion from space falling into a black hole, as described above, would be pressed into a sheet under the enormous pressure created by the gravitational and electromagnetic forces. As the center of the black hole is constantly revolving around itself, this sheet, as it approaches, will begin to be wrapped around it before disappearing into the realm of the unknown at last. The verses continue, كَمَا بَدَأْنَا أَوَّلَ خَلْقٍ نُعِدُّهُ وَعْدًا عَلَيْنَا إِنَّا كُنَّا فَاعِلِينَ. Translation: as we begin to the first creation, as we began the first creation, so shall we repeat it, a promise binding on us that we shall certainly fulfill. Chapter 21, verses 1 and 5. Following the eventual collapse of the universe into a black hole, here we have the promise of a new beginning. God will recreate the universe as had been done before. The collapsed universe will re-emerge from its darkness, and the whole process of creation will start yet again. This wrapping up and unfolding of the universe appears to be an ongoing phenomenon according to the Holy Quran. This Quranic concept of beginning and the end of the creation is undoubtedly extraordinary. It would not have been less amazing if it had been revealed to a highly educated person of our contemporary age, but one is wonderstruck by the fact that this most advanced knowledge regarding the perpetually repeating phenomenon of creation was revealed more than 1400 years ago to an unlettered dweller of the Arabian desert. So that this is as Hazuris wrote, this is unbelievable that such detail about the universe, which is scientifically proven to be the truth, was written down over 1400 years ago by an unlearned, illiterate person from the desert. So inshallah, in our next class, we'll continue on this same subject. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.